Welcome back to the friendly confines of Phil Welch Stadium here in beautiful St. Joseph, Missouri, home of the St. Joseph Mustangs. Today we have Mink League action between the Nevada Griffons and the St. Joseph Mustangs. Ty Mundo alongside Charlie Marshall. And Charlie, what are we looking at today?
Well, we're going to see two teams that are on the complete opposite side of the spectrum in terms of how their season's gone so far today. When you look at a team like the Nevada Griffons, it's been a huge disappointing in terms of their start. They're 3-9 on the year. They've had a lot of mishaps at the beginning of this Mink League season. Where for the Mustangs, they're 12-2.
Charlie, who do we need to look out for on the Nevada Griffons team?
Well, for this Griffons team, they have one key player, and that is Cooper Rasmussen. Rasmussen coming in tonight leads the team in hits, RBIs, and home runs. And he's also hitting .320. So he's going to hit for power, he's going to hit the ball far, and he's going to drive in runs while doing it.
Starting lineup for your St. Joseph Mustangs. New look lineup for these Mustangs as well. Darius Freeman playing right, Trevor McCullum in center, Carson Schrack at short, Jeter Mose at third, Jordan Black at third base. Sorry, Jeter Mose at first, Jordan Black at third base, Jaden Little's DHing, Dom Felix behind the plate, Carson Schmidt at second, and Frank Gall playing left field. And Black has held it down as there's a ground ball to the second baseman, Carson Schmidt, who is also a good fielder in his own right. So a quick 1-2-3 inning here for Sam Pitts to start.
Maybe protecting a bunt of
There's
some
a fly ball out there to left field. Bryce Humphrey going to make the play. There goes Freeman. And although a pretty good throw, Freeman's going to be in there safe. It's 1-0 Mustangs.
On deck with a runner on third base, only one out. Now you're up 2 outs, no one on.
That ball's lined up the middle and past Diego Flores at short. His stint at Johnson County Community College. That ball's lined to left field and going to get past Bryce Humphrey over there. Going to third and being held up there is Jeter Mose, and Black safe at second. The ball's going to get away from the shortstop, Diego Lopez. And a costly error. It's going to make it 2-0 Mustangs.
That was just an extremely unforced error from the Griffons right there. There was no pressure. Both runners had come to a complete stop, and then Flores just spiked the ball.
There's another bunt there, this time to the left side. Sam Pitts with a tough play and goes through the legs.
They could get him out right here. He should. Oh, has a lot of younger players. I'm not sure if there's a connection there.
As a pickoff move from Sam Pitts is going to get Landon Maples. So an inside move from Pitts. Maples went on his leg kick, and a big pickoff there from the pitcher, Sam Pitts.
As a runner trying to steal third base, sometimes if you decide that you're going before that leg is lifted, the inside move can get you. And that's exactly what happened right there to Maples. He had made up his mind that he wanted to steal. He went on first movement, and unfortunate for him, Pitts was picking him off.
There's a ground ball up the middle. Should be no problem over there for Schrack, and it won't be.
If calls like that, if pitchers miss their spots or if the catcher drops the ball.
There's a line shot into left field. No chance for Frank Gall.
Full count, I would still go back to the fastball.
There's a line drive and going to do the same thing, land in front of Frank Gall. I think that's a successful year for you, no matter how great your stats are.
Yeah, I would agree with that. College baseball's tough.
As a line shot is caught by Pitts. Man, Sam Pitts catching a bullet of a line drive to end the top of the third for the Griffons, and showing us why Ty Mundo did stop playing baseball is I got one of those, but I did not in fact catch it. I wore it. Trevor McCullum steps in for the Mustangs in the bottom of the third as he hits a line shot to the third baseman, Cooper Rasmussen. And a low throw is going to get by the first baseman. Digging for second is Trevor McCullum. And it's going to go as an E5. Jordan Black here, 2-1 count. That lined to the third baseman and off the glove of Cooper Rasmussen. That's going to be a run. I would have gone with a hit there. That ball's lined off the pitcher, Gage Carson. Can't do what Sam Pitts just did. 2-1 count here to Dom Felix. That ball's lined into left field. Bryce Humphrey going to come in with a throw, cut off and hung out to dry is Jordan Black. Interesting choice to send the guy even with 2 outs as he was out by 30 feet. 1-0 count here to Darius Freeman. Is popped a mile high and going for it and missing. What is Jordan Stuckey and colliding with Gage Carson. Looks like he'll be okay. See if you give him a warm-up pitch or not. He's shaking out that right hamstring.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys. We were kind of looking through the list, picking out who we thought.
As Sam Pitts, a little do-it-yourself action, why don't you? Second time in as many innings. Sam Pitts has worked 5 scoreless here. All right, fine, Mr. I'm so good at predictions. What's Jeter Mose going to do?
Well, Mose's kind of due for a good base hit here. Didn't he? He had one in his last at-bat. You know, I would love to see something like that. A fly ball to center field is what I'm thinking.
That was pretty impressive. Charlie Marshall calling that off the bat. As Gage Carson now is set down 6 in a row, back-to-back 1, 2, 3 innings for the big righty. It's going to be 3-0 as we head to the top of the 6th. This game is flying by. Can't do it on May 4th because Mustang season doesn't start. As there's a drive into left field by Felix, going back and missing the play is Bryce Humphrey. And Dom Felix delivers an RBI double to left.
He's a good player. This is his second year for the Mustangs, so he's not new here.
Showing it right there as that is going to be a RBI single for Frank Gall, and the Mustangs lead extends to 5. As Gall drives one out to right field, and it's going to go foul.
Yeah, foul and about 10 feet short
okay,
of that
you didn't have to
wall.
mention that. I didn't see that in the broadcast. Could just said it was foul and didn't have to embarrass Tyler, but it's fine. It's fine. 2-2 count here to Frank Gall. That ball is lined to short.
Gall needs to run.
It's going to be a double play as Woods is going to get out of there. A 6-4-3 double play. That's Flores to Maple to the newly entered Perez. And the Mustangs leave on 3 for Joshua Perez.
If Johnson ends it right here, it's going to be about 2 hours and 10 minutes.
As it's going to be just that. Jace Johnson gets his 3rd strikeout of the day. And the Mustangs shut out the Nevada Griffons 5-0. What a win. And what a bounce-back win after dropping 2 to the Carroll Merchants. The Mustangs improved their record to 13-2 as the Griffons fall now to 3-10.